Good afternoon. It's still going to be another hot day, but we are watching our chances for rain starting this afternoon. 97 in Sioux Falls, 87 in Aberdeen, 94 in Pierre, and 89 in Rapid City with a chance of afternoon thunderstorms. Those will move to the east overnight into the very early morning hours. 70 in Sioux Falls, 65 in Aberdeen, 68 in Pierre, and 62 in Rapid City. We'll have cooler temperatures just in time for the weekend. We'll take a closer look coming up as we begin midday in KELOLAND.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group, Midday in KELOLAND.
The Minnesota State Fair opened its gates today for excited fairgoers. Plus,
former President Trump is expected to turn himself in today here in Georgia. I'm Cristian Benavides outside the Fulton County Jail, where officials say he'll be processed like any other defendant, potentially including a mugshot.
well, good afternoon, and thanks for having us in. I'm Tom Hansen. This midday, authorities are investigating the death of a baby in Yankton. According to the police department, crews responded to a report of an unresponsive infant yesterday evening. First responders were unable to revive the baby. At this point, authorities aren't releasing many details about their investigation. When we do have more, we will keep you updated on KELOLAND News and KELOLAND.com. In other news today, South Dakotans will soon get a better picture of what will happen if there is a rupture along the proposed Navigator pipeline. Today, the Public Utilities Commission declared a plume map of the proposed CO2 pipeline to be a public document. Company officials agreed. Since nothing is official, the map won't be fully accurate. Now, the commission will decide either today or Friday whether to override zoning ordinances in Minnehaha and Moody counties. Navigator says the project can't proceed if those ordinances stay in place. Now, you can read more about today's hearing on our Capitol News Bureau page on KELOLAND.com. Turning now to a first look at your midday forecast with meteorologist Megan Chatta, and another warm one out there, huh?
It is going to be another warm one, but cooler temperatures are on the way. Starting tomorrow will be a few degrees cooler. Right now, 82 degrees in Pierre with cloudy skies. We are watching a chance for some afternoon rain showers moving into the area. East winds are at 9 miles an hour. Here's a closer look at the rest of our temperatures. 80 in Mitchell, 84 in Brookings, 76 in Sisseton, 84 in Mobridge, 82 in Phillip, and 74 in Custer. We still do have a heat index, so the heat and humidity, what the air feels like. 99 in Yankton, Sioux Falls, Spencer, 84 in Mitchell, 90 in Chamberlain. But those cooler temperatures out to the west and in the northeast, 77 in Aberdeen, Sisseton, 73 in Custer. So due to those hot temperatures, we still have an excessive heat warning through this evening in southeastern KELOLAND, where we could see some of those heat index values up to 105. Right now, our winds are light, upwards of 10 to 15 miles an hour, and they are going to stay light. We also have thicker cloud cover across KELOLAND, and under some of those clouds, we do have a few light rain showers, mainly in south central and southwestern South Dakota. We are watching our chances for thunderstorms starting later this afternoon and into this evening. So for today, partly cloudy, 97 in Sioux Falls, 87 in Aberdeen, 94 in Pierre, and 89 in Rapid City, with that chance of afternoon and evening thunderstorms. With that chance of thunderstorms, there is a marginal risk these could become severe with hail and strong winds in central and western South Dakota. And those storms will move to the east overnight and into the very early morning hours. 70 in Sioux Falls, 65 in Aberdeen, 68 in Pierre, and 62 in Rapid City. Then tomorrow, some morning thunderstorms possible in Sioux Falls, 89, 84 in Aberdeen, 86 in Pierre, and 82 in Rapid City. I'll have a closer look at the rest of your cooler weekend in just a little bit.
Thank you, Megan. The Minnesota State Fair kicked off this morning with gates opening for excited fairgoers. The fair runs from August 24th through Labor Day. Several misting and cooling stations can be found throughout the fairgrounds as these extreme temperatures are still expected. Meanwhile, the South Dakota State Fair is just 1 week away from opening its gates in Huron, with several entertainment options, including Lady A, Carly Pierce, and comedian Gabriel Fluffy Iglesias. Well, coming up later tonight on KELOLAND News, we're going to introduce you to Heidi Pliska. Now, she's a guest at the Bishop Dudley Hospitality House. Earlier this week, we sat down with her at the shelter.
Oh, gosh, a lot of people, here, they are struggling with, everyday personal problems. They're trying to get out there, trying to make their life better.
Dan Santella will have much more from Pliska coming up in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND at 10. Former President Donald Trump is expected to surrender to Georgia authorities later today to face charges of conspiring to undermine the last election. It will be the fourth time since April that the 2024 presidential candidate has been arrested. Christian Benavides has the latest from Atlanta.
Supporters of Donald Trump gathered near the Fulton County Jail just hours before the former president surrenders to face charges over alleged efforts to overturn the 2020 presidential election. He is expected to be treated like any other defendant during the booking process, which could include the first ever mugshot of a former U.S. president.
I got indicted 4 times. All trivia, nonsense.
Trump once again denied any wrongdoing during an online interview with Tucker Carlson last night.
Saying you don't have any right to challenge it. If you challenge an election, we're going to indict you and put you in jail.
With security tight, Trump is expected to make a very brief appearance. His bond has already been set at $200,000.
Trump was indicted with 18 co-defendants. Some of them have already surrendered, including his former personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, who was charged with 13 counts for pushing false election claims in Georgia.
This indictment is a travesty. I'm being prosecuted for defending an American citizen.
Late Wednesday, a federal judge denied requests from 2 co-defendants, former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows and ex-Justice Department official Jeffrey Clark. Both wanted to delay their surrender, but will now have to turn themselves in by Friday or face a warrant for their arrest. Christian Benavides, CBS News, Atlanta.
Trump is already facing federal charges in Florida and Washington, along with state charges in New York.